All right, so you're getting ready for a trip and you want to make the most of it, right?
Exactly.
We want to feel confident and ready to dive into those new experiences.
Absolutely. And that's where we come in.
We're here to help you make your travels as smooth and as enriching as possible.
It's all about giving you those practical tips you can use from day one.
Exactly, no matter where you're headed.
Right.
So for this deep dive,
Yeah.
we're focusing on 3 key things.
Okay.
First, we'll cover some essential English phrases that can really help you out, even if you're not a fluent.
Right.
Then we'll tackle packing.
Mm.
Because let's be honest, nobody wants to lug around a huge suitcase,
Oh, that's a nightmare.
right? We'll show you how to pack smart and light so you can stay mobile and comfy.
I like it.
And lastly, we'll talk about tech, how to use your phone to make travel even easier.
Perfect.
It's all about maximizing the fun and minimizing the stress.
Right.
So let's jump right in with the first one, communication.
Okay.
It's amazing how a few key phrases can change your whole travel experience, right?
Oh, absolutely. Even if you're not aiming to be completely fluent,
Right.
just knowing some basic English can make things so much smoother and more enjoyable.
It's all about feeling comfortable and knowing how to handle everyday situations.
Exactly. You want to feel like you can get around and interact with people confidently.
Yes, exactly. And it all starts with those simple but crucial phrases,
Right.
like something as basic as, "Hello, how are you?"
Oh, that's a classic.
Right. It's more than just a greeting, though.
It really is. It's a way to initiate any interaction, in a polite and friendly way.
It sets the tone.
It does. It's like a little handshake before you start a conversation.
I like that analogy.
And, in a lot of English-speaking cultures, you're kind of expected to say, "How are you back?"
Really?
Yeah.
Even if you don't actually go into a whole explanation about how you are.
Exactly. It's more of a polite exchange than a genuine request for a life story.
Interesting. It's like a little cultural dance.
It is.
Okay. So moving on to a phrase that I know I've needed countless times.
Can you?
Let me, please.
Oh, that's a lifesaver.
It really is. It's so direct and polite.
It is. And that please is really important,
Right. It shows you're considerate.
Exactly. And you'd be surprised how much people are willing to help when you ask nicely.
I think people generally want to be helpful.
I agree.
Okay. Next up, another essential phrase. How much does this cost?
Ooh, that's a big one.
This is all about budgeting.
Right.
Making sure you don't overspend or get any surprises.
Exactly. Whether you're shopping for souvenirs at a market or ordering food, knowing how to ask about the price is essential.
It gives you control and helps avoid misunderstandings.
Yes, and this is one of those phrases that works across cultures,
Right, the language of money.
Exactly.
Okay, now for getting around and exploring, let's talk about where is the nearest bus stop?
Yes, public transport.
It's often the most affordable way to see a new place, right?
Absolutely. And using public transport is a great way to experience a city like a local.
It is, and this phrase will help you access all of it. Buses, trains, subways.
Right, you can get to all those must-see spots without breaking the bank.
Exactly, and sometimes even with the best planning, we get a little lost.
It happens to the best of us.
It does, and that's when I'm lost.
Yeah.
Can you help me? Comes in handy.
Oh, yeah, that one's crucial.
There's no shame in admitting you need help, right?
Not at all. It's a common travel experience.
Right, especially in a new environment.
Exactly. And this phrase gets right to the point.
It does. It's a clear request for assistance.
And again, remember to stay calm and approach someone who seems approachable.
Right. Most locals are used to tourists needing a little guidance.
They are, and they're usually happy to point you in the right direction.
Okay, so those are 5 really solid phrases to start with.
For sure, those will get you pretty far.
But there are a few more that I thought were really useful.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear them.
Like, for example, do you speak English?
Yes. That's a good one to start with.
Right. It helps you figure out the language situation right away.
Exactly. And it can save you a lot of time and potential frustration.
Especially in tourist areas.
Right, where English is more likely to be spoken.
Totally. And then there's the essential question, Where is the restroom?
Oh, yes, nature calls.
We've all been there. This was just practical.
It's a must-know for sure, especially when you're out sightseeing all day.
And for those times when you're looking for something specific, I'm looking for a restaurant, a hotel, etc., can you point me in the right direction?
Ah, that's a good one for tapping into local knowledge.
It is, whether you're looking for a specific place or recommendations.
Right, locals often have the best tips.
They do.
Uh,
And you might discover some hidden gems.
Absolutely.
And lastly, after a delicious meal, can I have the bill, please?
Ah, yes, the universal sign for I'm ready to pay.
It works everywhere.
It does. It's a clear and polite way to let your server know you're finished.
So we've got the phrases down, but it's not just about memorizing them, is it?
No, it's about the confidence to actually use them.
Exactly. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll feel.
For sure. And don't worry, if you feel a little hesitant at first, that's totally normal.
Right, everyone starts somewhere.
Exactly. And most people will appreciate your effort even if your English isn't perfect.
And speaking of effort, pronunciation is important too.
Oh, definitely. You don't want to accidentally ask for something completely different.
Right. There are some funny stories out there.
Oh, I bet there are.
So what are your tips for improving pronunciation?
Well, language learning apps are great for SEFT. That many of them have audio examples so you can hear the words pronounced correctly.
Right.
And you can always ask a local to repeat a phrase slowly.
Well, that's a good idea.
And some apps even have voice recognition features so you can practice speaking and get feedback.
Wow, tech is really helpful these days.
It is.
But what happens if, despite our best efforts, we still have some misunderstandings?
It's bound to happen sometimes. Language barriers are tricky.
It's all part of the adventure.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to ask for clarification.
Right.
Phrases like, can you say that again? Or could you speak more slowly? Please are perfectly acceptable.
And super helpful.
They are. And remember, patience is key. An open mind and even using gestures, body language, facial expressions can help get your message across.
It all adds up.
It does.
And it's probably a good idea to keep the language simple too, right?
Oh, definitely stick to basic English.
Right.
Avoid slang or idioms. Those can be confusing for non-native speakers.
Good point. Like, how are you is probably clearer than what's up or how's it going?
Exactly.
Okay, so we've covered communication. Let's move on to the next big travel hurdle, packing.
Packing, the eternal struggle.
It can make or break a trip, right?
It can. Packing smart and light is such a valuable skill.
It really is. So
Yeah.
how do we become packing masters?
Well, the first step is to create a packing list.
I love a good list.
Me too. It helps you focus on the essentials and avoid overpacking.
It's easy to get carried away with the what ifs.
It is. But a list keeps you on track as you pack each item. Just check it off your list.
It's so satisfying to see that list getting shorter.
It is, and it gives you a visual confirmation that you're not forgetting anything.
Okay, but even with a list, it's tempting to want to pack for every possible scenario.
I know, it's like we're trying to prepare for a zombie apocalypse or something.
Right. How do we resist that urge to overpack?
The key is to choose versatile clothing items that can be mixed and matched.
Like a capsule wardrobe.
Exactly. Think neutral colors. Black, gray, beige, navy.
Those colors go with everything.
Right, so you can create multiple outfits with fewer items.
I like, for example, one pair of neutral pants can be paired with several different tops.
Exactly. See, you've got it.
So what about luggage? What's a good target to aim for?
For shorter trips, try to stick to one suitcase and a small carry-on bag.
Less is more.
Right. Those huge suitcases can be a real hassle, especially on public transport.
Oh yeah, stairs, crowded trains, no thanks.
Exactly. And a carry-on can save you time at the airport, too. You can skip baggage claim altogether.
That's the dream.
It is.
Okay. I've heard a lot about packing cubes. Do those actually work?
Oh, they're amazing. They're a game changer.
Tell me more.
They help you compartmentalize your clothes by type shirts in one cube, pants in another.
So organized.
Right, and it makes finding things so much easier. You don't have to unpack your whole suitcase.
I hate digging through my suitcase.
Me too. And packing cubes also help compress your clothes.
So they save space.
They do, and they help prevent wrinkles too because your clothes aren't moving around as much.
Wow, I'm sold on packing
Oh,
cubes.
you won't regret it.
So what about when you're out exploring for the day? What kind of bag is best for carrying your essentials?
A small, lightweight day bag is perfect.
Okay,
Big enough for your wallet, phone, water bottle, maybe some snacks,
right.
and a small travel guide or map can be helpful too.
Definitely. And don't forget the portable power bank.
Oh, that's essential these days. Our phones use so much battery when we're traveling.
For real navigation, taking pictures, looking up information, it all drains the battery.
You don't want to be stuck with a dead phone in a new city.
Oop, that's a recipe for stress.
It is, so a power bank is a must-have.
Okay, what about health and well-being? Should we pack a little first aid kit?
It's always a good idea to have a few basics,
Okay.
like pain relievers, Band-Aids, anti-allergy medication, and any personal prescriptions you take.
Right. Finding specific medications abroad can be a hassle.
So having those essentials on hand can save you a lot of trouble.
Better to be prepared.
Exactly.
It seems like minimizing those just-in-case items is a big part of packing smart.
It is. Before you pack anything, ask yourself, do I really need this?
Good question.
Remember, you can usually buy things at your destination if you absolutely need them.
True. There's no need to overpack.
Now I have a packing hack for you.
Ooh, I love a good hack.
Instead of folding your clothes, roll them.
Really? Does that actually work?
It does. It saves space and helps prevent wrinkles.
No way I'm trying that.
It's a game changer.
Okay. And are there any items we should avoid packing altogether?
Definitely try to avoid bulky or heavy things, especially if you'll be using public transport a lot.
All right, that makes sense.
Choose lightweight, versatile shoes and use travel-size toiletries.
Good tips.
All right, so we've conquered packing.
We're on a roll.
Let's move on to the final phase of our travel prep, using technology to make our trips even better.
I love how much tech can simplify travel these days.
Me too. It's amazing what our phones can do now.
Right, from navigation to translation to finding cool local experiences.
And for those, learning English technology can be a huge help.
Absolutely. Okay, let's talk about translation apps. You mentioned Google Translate specifically.
Yeah, it's a fantastic tool.
Why is it so good?
Well, it goes way beyond just translating text,
Okay.
You can use your phone's camera to translate text and images.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Right, so you can instantly understand menus, street signs, all kinds of things.
I need to start using that.
It's a lifesaver, and it also has a real-time spoken word translation feature.
So you can understand conversations, even if you don't speak the language.
Exactly, and it's helpful for pronunciation too. You can hear how native speakers say things.
I never thought of that.
And, of course, it's essential for languages that use different writing systems,
Right, like Japanese or Russian.
Exactly. Google Translate can help you decipher all of that.
Okay, let's talk about getting around. Navigation apps are key, right?
Absolutely. And Google Maps is the gold standard.
Why is that?
It gives you detailed directions whether you're walking, driving, or using public transport.
It's so comprehensive.
It is. You get step-by-step guidance, travel times, walking distances.
So helpful for planning your day.
Right, and you can easily find nearby landmarks, parks, restaurants, all sorts of things.
And usually with reviews, too, so you can see what other people thought.
Exactly. But here's the best part. You can download offline maps.
Offline maps, tell me more.
So you can navigate even when you don't have internet access.
That is a game changer.
Right. It's perfect for areas with limited Wi-Fi or if you want to avoid data roaming charges.
So smart. Okay, what about finding things to do and places to eat? Are there apps for that?
Oh, yes. TripAdvisor and Yelp are great for that.
What do those do?
They have tons of user reviews, ratings, recommendations for restaurants, attractions, tours.
Feels like a gold mine of information.
It is. You can filter your searches based on what you're looking for, and you can often book things directly through the apps.
Okay, so we can find the best local experiences without wasting time.
Exactly.
And what about navigating public transportation specifically? Are there apps for that too?
Yes, a lot of cities have dedicated transportation apps,
Oh, cool.
like City Mapper, for example. It's great for cities like London and New York.
What does it do?
It gives you real-time info on routes, schedules, service
So
updates.
you can plan your journeys efficiently.
Exactly, and avoid any surprises.
Nice. Okay. Now, all these apps rely on having internet access. What are your tips for staying connected while traveling?
Well, free Wi-Fi is always a good option.
Right.
You can usually find it in cafes, restaurants, hotels.
Okay.
But for more reliable connectivity, especially if you need it throughout the day, I recommend getting a local SIM card or renting a portable Wi-Fi hotspot.
That makes sense.
It's often cheaper than using international data roaming.
Good to know. Okay, now let's talk about travel safety. Are there any tech tools that can help us stay safe and feel more secure?
Definitely, there's some great apps out there.
Like what?
Well, Safety Wing is a good one for travel insurance.
Okay.
It covers you for unexpected medical issues or travel disruptions.
Peace of mind.
Exactly. And if you lose your phone, apps like Find My iPhone or Google Find My Device can help you track it down.
That's so helpful.
And an app called TripIt can help you organize all your travel confirmations.
So you have everything in one place.
Right? Flights, hotels, transportation details. It's super handy.
Amazing. Okay, lastly, for our listeners who want to improve their English while they're traveling,
Yeah.
what language learning app do you recommend?
Oh, there's some great ones out there. Duolingo, Babbel, Memrise, those are all popular.
What do they do?
They offer fun and interactive ways to practice vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation.
You can learn on the go.
Exactly. You can use them during downtime on the plane, waiting for a train whenever you have a few minutes.
And a little practice goes a long way.
It does. Consistency is key.
So we've covered a lot of ground today, from communication to packing to technology.
We have. It's been a whirlwind tour of travel prep.
We've given you the tools to make your trip smoother, more enjoyable, and more enriching.
Exactly. And remember, even a little effort to communicate in the local language can make a big difference.
Oh, absolutely. It shows respect, and it can lead to some amazing connections.
Those small interactions can really enhance your travel experience.
So as you embark on your adventures, think about how you can use these tips to not just be a tourist, but a traveler.
Right. Someone who's engaged with the culture and the people.
Someone who's open to new experiences and new connections.
Exactly. Those
Yeah.
are the moments that make travel truly special.
They are so. Go forth, explore, connect, and have an amazing time.
Bon voyage!
Happy travels, everyone.
See you next time.
We'll see you on our next deep dive.